Ringing in 2023, it's the game that I have played a crap ton of in 2022. Yeah, this is Brotato, and if it sounds weird, that's because it is. You're basically a potato running around with a bunch of guns. Or melee weapons, or, you know, whatever. It's a good time, I promise you on that one. It's a hoot, it's a lot of fun, and every character or class has its own advantages and disadvantages. In this particular one, it has some disadvantages, but it also does have a little extra speed, which is kind of nice. We're going to recycle that one. And these days I always start with as much harvesting as possible. Sure, we'll call that good enough for now. Basically, it's a wave shooter, so you got 20 rounds that you're playing through, 20 different waves. Different enemies will show up, different weapons, item drops, etc. It's all randomized, of course. And in this particular class that I'm playing right now, this is the Explorer class, which increases the map size and also increases the number of enemies that spawn, and also makes it so more trees spawn, which trees are a good thing, because trees are how you get a bunch of random, yeah, we'll take that, items that drop that, you know, save you from having to buy them. Of course, this character also does less damage than usual, which is going to be a bit of a problem. You can see on the right-hand side there, minus 40% damage. That's kind of a problem, because that applies to everything. It doesn't matter whether it's ranged or not. Sure, we'll do that one. And I want to lock that guy for the next time around. Gosh, maybe I should take that ghost flint too, just for the extra attack speed possibility. And let's lock the SMG so that we can upgrade the SMG. Basically, you collect these little green things that fall from the enemies at random or from the trees, and that's how you get experience. When that bar fills up on the left-hand side there, that's when you get level. If you know all about this stuff, well then, cool. I hope you have been playing. Let me know what your favorite class is. If you have not been playing, but you know what, but anyway, what is your favorite class? What's the best one you've seen? What's your favorite weapon? All that jazz. I still have a fair amount of this game to do. Oh yeah, we'll take that one. So, technically, I have not seen everything. We need to start working on some dodge, so we'll do that. And I don't like taking baseline stuff, but we need more harvesting, so I'm just going to deal with it. Let's do the SMG so that we can get an upgrade. We'll lock the tree in for next time, and we'll call it good enough for now. You don't need to pick up the boxes, which is kind of handy. I mean, you can. It doesn't hurt anything to pick them up, but you don't need to. You'll get them at the end of the map. It seems, anyway. That has been my experience. The SMG is not a great weapon right now, but, I mean, it's early enough that it's putting in some work, so we'll just have to kind of let it go. What we really should do is get a bunch of luck, because with all these trees that are spawning, there's a better chance of getting more boxes from them, and I think ultimately that's going to be the key to being successful with this class. So let's see if we can, oh yeah, Cyberball, definitely take that. Oh goodness, that's a really good harvesting. That's hard to pass up. I'm just gonna take it. It's fine. Let's go ahead and upgrade our hatchet. We're going to recycle the slingshot for a better one. And that was probably, oh yeah, there we go. Shotgun is my friend. Turret might not be a bad idea, but I'm going to pass on a plain turret because they're not that good. They don't do much damage. And I mean, it'll do some work for now, but it won't last very long. So I'm kind of disinclined. I think that's the key, is what I stumbled onto there about getting as many trees as possible. That seems to be the best decision here, because one, that's going to be a lot of health, because we don't have much health at this point in terms of regeneration or recovery, so let's just kind of work on that. I know I'm taking a ton of damage here, but just kind of powering through. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Yes, more trees. Ooh, that's a tough one, but I would like to... I would like to work back some of that stuff. Yep, we'll take that too. And we'll take that luck right there, and we're going to start on our health regeneration. And I don't want to get rid of the SMG. I think I'll get rid of the shredder and we'll go with the shotgun. That'll be fine. We do have some speed we can work with, so we can get rid of that. As you can see, there's basically pros and cons to everything. I'm kind of inclined to take that guy, so we'll lock it, because if we can get enough kills with the ghost flint, which is the little kind of spade-like weapon that you see there in the bottom left, not a hand, that will give us a speed increase for attack speed increase. Trying to watch for that if it pops up. I haven't seen it yet, but and again, I'm also trying not to get swarmed, so could be it has popped up, didn't see it. And I'm going to intentionally run really close to a bunch of these guys now, just to try and make sure we're getting some kills with that thing. Playing a little fast and loose here, but the more of the attack speed we get that way, the more we can use it to kind of work off some other stuff. Yeah, I don't know that we got any. I'm not going to worry about range for the moment. We don't need that extra 4% speed at the expense of range. Kind of tempted to just go with the melee damage right now, actually, even though we're not really... No, I don't want to do that. Let's go with the dodge. I'm good with dodge. I mean, we're using both melee and ranged weapons, so it doesn't necessarily make sense to pump one up at the expense of others. I already have so much negative damage. What's one more? We definitely need the health, so, you know, we'll take the health. Alright, another box. Excellent. Let's see if we can find a few more of those. Playing this, by the way, on my computer with mouse and keyboard, so if you're not seeing the mouse cursors, because, there you go, there it is. Brought it into the screen for you. It's going to go away because I'm playing on keyboard. You can play with controller. Probably should. It's a better game to play with controller, but I don't know. Since I'm recording on my computer, you know, here I am. Playing with the keyboard, like a weirdo. Come on, let's get some attack speed upgrades in here. Would really appreciate that. Okay, I'm playing a little too fast and loose now. Let's try and hack through all these trees at the end here. Get as many boxes as we can. I was trying to go back to get as many of the enemies as we could. Let's go ahead and take that one, because we're getting a lot of the food drops. Those are the things that kind of look like, I don't know, a cactus or something, I guess. I guess we'll just take more dodge, because I do like running high dodge builds. That's pretty fun. Take that guy so that we get more pickups. Yes, we'll take that. I'm hesitant to take that attack speed because we're not really getting much. The flint is not the greatest weapon in the world, and I suspect that we're not doing enough damage with it to get kills, so even though it's a rare weapon, a quality 2, I guess you could call it. Oh yeah, this is going poorly. Alright, let's find some trees. Giving the health regen a chance to kind of work off some of that damage. There we go, looking a little better. I think if we had more of the flints, or maybe an axe, we could... ghost axe, we could work off some of the negatives that we have, but this is kind of what we have for the moment. Okay. Taking a lot of damage again. It's kind of fun, too, with this game. You have certain waves that you just kind of learn. They are bad waves, and you need to be prepared for them. Sure, take the medical turret. All these turrets are kind of a waste. Let's take the max health, because... what do we want to get rid of here? Let's just stick with the arrangement we have. These are not good weapons, by the way. It's not a good arrangement of weapons. It's just kind of like, I'm just running with it, because, you know... Here, we'll go and lock those guys. Some of these waves, like this is going to be a really good wave for getting a ton of currency. If I remember right, wave 9 is a very high trash wave, so this should also be a good wave for working with the ghost flint to try and get some kills with it. The exception that we don't do enough damage, so we're not really getting a lot of kills with it, but if we can, we could increase our attack speed, which I mean, minus 1, 2, 3% is not a big deal, but once you start hacking it down too low, it does make a difference. I mean, obviously it does at 3% as well, but it's just not as noticeable as the thing. How you doing, buddy? I mean, so far the weapons are holding up, which, considering the massive loss of damage we're dealing with, I'm kind of impressed. Oh man, all these turrets are just kind of useless when you're playing on a ginormous map because you can't really drag all the enemies around them that much. Sure, we'll take that one. And we'll take that one too, because we have some negative armor to work off. I would like to get some armor, so we'll do that, and then I guess we'll just take that. That gets us close to baseline on damage. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting there. Take that, take that. That sets us back a little bit, but that's fine. Sure, we'll take that guy too. I'm making some bad decisions, and these are going to come back and do some damage, but it's fine. We'll run with it for now. Oh yeah, this is hinky. Let's dance around the turret for a moment. All the negatives to engineering are going to mean it's only going to give back 2 health every time instead of 3, but that's alright. We're doing enough dancing here that it's working out, so we're back at full health. Let's go find some more trees. There's a box. If I could find the item that gives you resources when you get a box, man, we would be rolling in money for that. That'd be fantastic. Look at that. All these trees are just great. Should probably grab a chopper or something. Anything that'll increase recovery, health recovery for this sort of stuff would be good. Since we're finding so many of these things, it's almost, in a way, the primary means of healing. Oh yeah, we'll take that engineering. Free engineering, yes. We'll take that guy. We can afford to have a little bit of range loss. I'm not that worried about it. I'm going to take the max hit points. I think that's good. And I'm going to buy one of those just because. Leather vest, that's a good one. We probably need more luck, so we'll lock that guy for next time. Flaming brass knuckles. We are getting some attack speed here. The flint is starting to pay off. So we'll just keep that for now. I'm not going to worry about the other thing. This is one of the tougher waves, kind of the start of them, because these big guys here do a ton of damage if you let them get too close. As you can see, I'm letting them get very close. Probably say too that because I'm playing on a keyboard instead of a controller, I have no analog control, meaning I'm basically just full speed in every direction. I can't slow down if I want, which that sometimes you do want to slow down a little bit, especially if you're running a really high speed build. So this isn't really ideal, but I don't know. I'm fine. We don't have enough speed that it matters right now. Although I am seeing we do need to get more speed, so we'll probably start working on that here before too long. Start collecting all this health stuff. Okay, I'm going to cut right through the middle here and see if we can chomp up any more of these guys. Okay, running very low on health, so... Ooh, okay, that was close. But not too bad. Yeah, we'll take that one, and we'll definitely take the elephant. Okay, let's go ahead and grab some more speed, because we were a little too slow there. I'm going to take the loss of range so that our damage is almost at even. And then, of course, that's going to change that a little bit there. Let's bring our crit chance up to positive. I'm fine with that. And elemental damage, sure. For some additional luck, that's fine. Wave 12, it's probably not really worth it to buy the coupon. But we'll lock it anyway, just in case we want it next time. I think we are at the point here where we need some higher damage. We need to either increase just general damage percentage or specifically the melee and range damage. Because we're just going to be getting hit with the heavier stuff here. By the time we get to wave 14, I really want to make sure we're mowing through things. Because wave 14 is usually the one that ends it for me. If I'm not going to make it all the way to 20, then it's wave 14. sometimes like 18. Just kind of depends. It's all about, have you done the right things for where you're at yet? And oftentimes the answer to that is no, because I spend way too much time working on harvesting. Though we do have pretty decent dodge so far, so we might be okay for a little while. And getting close to the end of the run, or the wave rather. You know what? We can take that, because that'll get us on the positive side of damage. And that'll get us even more. Let's take that dodge and get it up. That's, I think, going to be a good thing. It's only 40. I mean, it's not really worth it. Yeah, I like the crown. Let's go ahead and upgrade the hatchet. That's a good idea. And then we can't afford any of those things, and I'm not really worried about any of them, so let's go ahead and lock the shiv, and ooh, the lemonade is a really good one for us. Let's go ahead and do that too. So wave 13, we've got one more wave before it gets really ugly here. And you'll understand why, I think. Wave 14 is no fun. These guys, pretty easy to deal with, not too big a deal. Hey, look at that. Must have had a tree that pumped up over by that turret, and the turret took care of it. Thanks, turret. I was really hoping we'd get more boxes. I mean, we started off with a bunch. We had that one wave where we got 4 of them, but not so much now. Yeah, we definitely need more damage. We need some weapon upgrades. That's kind of the one thing that I've noticed in this game, is that you can really end up getting hamstrung if you're not getting weapon upgrades. It's not just about upgrading stats, it's also about upgrading your weapons, and we're not really getting good weapon upgrades here. I'm kind of intentionally running through all of this stuff to see if we can get some additional attack speed upgrades by way of the flint. Oh, sure, we'll take that guy. Oh, -2 regen. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll take that one. I'm thinking at this point, I would really... Ooh. I gotta go dodge. It's a red one. Gotta go dodge. Okay, this is really good. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted right here. The bag. By one of those guys. I wouldn't mind the glasses just because we've kind of knocked range down, and sometimes it's nice to have a little more. Baby elephant would be good. I might want to take the chopper in place of the spear. So, when you hit these big guys, they burst into these little guys, which all run around shooting things, which on a gigantic map, where I can't really track them down very easily, is going to be a bit of a problem, because it's just going to turn into bullets everywhere. And they hurt. A lot. I mean, basically, one shot, 1/5 of your health at this point. Now, that's in part because we only have 50 health. Someone hasn't been working on that very well. Alright, I saw one box drop. So let's go ahead and grab that guy. Oh, perfect. 2 of them dropped. Okay. This is starting to get hectic. I'm gonna just stand right here for a second, dodging bullets. Get some health from that turret. Okay. Yep, this is getting ugly. Okay. Made it through 14. I'm happy with that. We'll take the range damage. And a medical turret. We are not taking the handcuffs because you can see your max hit points is capped at its current value. No. Absolutely not. Goodness. I'm going to spend way too many on this. We'll do regen. That's fine. Goodness, goodness, goodness. I'm gonna go with that just because I want... dang it. Well, let's lock the sword for next time. We should get more armor too, maybe. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go with that stuff. Okay, let's see where we are on getting rid of stuff here relatively quickly and easily, whether that's a thing. Yep. Sometimes I just like to run right into the bullets, because once you have enough dodge, it doesn't matter as much. But I don't know that we're there yet. Okay, let's go grab some of this stuff. Get some health back. Oh my gosh, there are too many of them and we are not doing enough damage to get rid of them. Okay, this is not good. Not good at all. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Ah! This is where having really high health regen is really key. Or a lot of armor or a ton of dodge. Alright, I'm just going to cut right through. Throw caution to the wind. No, I don't want to take that one. That's an overall increase of 2 speed for us to take that one. Sure. At this point, I'm going to say no to that one. I'm going to go damage. I think we just need harder hitting stuff. I mean, it's going to kind of stink, but I'm going to replace that guy, and that's going to get us more health regen. This guy's a good one. Max health and some more regen. Yes, please. And I would really like some more speed now. I've kind of found that for me, I like getting to around, I don't know, somewhere around 20 speed or more. So now we get the red guys. These guys are obviously harder because they're, you know, encased in red. Hi, kitty. Thanks for joining. I'm going to turn this on and see if this works. Hi. Does this work? Hi, there you are. Oh yeah, this is not going to end very well. Except that kind of is in the way, so we're just going to turn that off. For this game, you really kind of need most of the screen, so... my bad. But she literally just jumped up, so I thought, hey, you know, say hi. I think the sword is putting in some good work. One of the things I haven't really shown you yet is that you can see which weapons are working for you and which are not. Okay, I'm just collecting as many health pickups right now as possible. Only one box. That is super disappointing. There we go. We got one right at the end. I want to say no to that. I don't think it matters. And as much as I want that one, the 3 armor loss is really a big deal right now. Just take the 5 health. So one of the things you can do is you can go over to your weapons here and you can see how much damage it has dealt. So the flint, 1500, 22, 35, 53. Interestingly enough, the slingshot is the hardest hitting right now. I take it back, the sword is. The sword was a good choice, by the way. Excellent choice. I'm going to take the loss of range for the extra dodge. That's way too important right now. Oh goodness, I think I might want to take the worm too. I mean, at this point, the rest of this stuff, it doesn't matter too much. We can take this guy, and we can afford the loss of luck at what is going to be wave 18, I think. Although, I think maybe the luck also determines how many of the health pickups fall too, so maybe not. Maybe shouldn't be so quick to get rid of that. Nice staccato movements here. Move and move and stop and move and move and stop and move and stop. And stop and move and move and stop. Again, keyboard. That's all. I mean, we are keeping up on health pretty well, despite taking a ton of damage here. Kind of impressed with how well that's keeping up. I mean, part of that is having pretty decent health regen now, but it's really all these health pickups that are doing the trick. I've not really properly played with a build that uses those, so that's kind of fun to see. I'm going to say no to that. We need all of the damage we can get right now. Ooh, that's a tough one. Because if we get a bunch of speed, that's not bad. I'm gonna say no. Goodness, I don't know if I want to deal with not taking the luck. I think maybe at this point what we need to do is replace the SMG with something better, so we'll take the sword and see if we get something else. Wouldn't have minded the ghost axe just because that would increase our damage, but I'm going to roll with the sword for now and just call it fine. Oh, the potato's a good one. Look at that. Max health, plus HP regeneration, plus lifesteal, plus damage, plus speed, plus dodge, plus armor, plus luck, plus yes. Thank you. We could do a wrench 3. That might not be a bad one, actually. We'll hold on to that. Lock it for next time. So wave 18 is another one of my nemesis levels. We'll see how this goes. Got a lot of these very fast guys that like to charge in, and, you know, bunches of them are turning red, so far this is not going great, but it's not going super poorly either. Got a level there, that's good stuff, we'll take that. Not really doing enough damage to keep up with these guys. This is where having a ton of maybe landmines would be good. Tons of turrets, but again, gigantic map, you're not really able to focus the turrets on anyone, so I mean, I guess you can spin around them, but I mean, I've definitely done that before, but it's not as easy right now because we don't really have an engineering build, so turrets would not pay off as well. What are we at on attack speed? Let's take that one for the extra damage, and then that'll get us some more range. We'll just take the 12% damage boost, that's going to be good, and then 10% speed, 30 range. That's an instant winner right there. So let's see what we're doing here. This dude's doing 40-29, 29-51, 53-04. Yeah, that's... only did 64-22 that time. I guess the other sword took some of the damage. I mean, really, the flint is the worst one of the bunch. Let's recycle that in place of the wrench 3. And it looks like the rest of this is... we'll do one more, just to see if we can lock in something good. That's a good one right there. Okay. So, wave 19. We have one more wave to go if we can get through this one, and then it's a matter of defeating or surviving the boss, either way. So the wrench, aside from just doing pretty decent damage, creates a laser turret, I think, at quality 3. So I don't know where the turret is, it's right there. So we can kind of dance around this turret a little bit here and see if we can use it to take some additional kills for us, do some additional damage. Okay, we do need a second here to move around. Run by that medical turret. Oh, these big armored red guys are no good. They are no good at all. Yeah, we are just not able to keep up on the damage front. It's very frustrating. I mean, even with like an extra 50-60% damage, keep in mind that we started with negative 40%. We don't need any more speed. We'll take the tardigrade, that nullifies one hit. We'll take the baby elephant, that just does some straight up damage. We'll take this guy at the expense of regular damage. I mean, this one is useless, so we're going to take the money for it. And I think I want the armor at this point. So we'll do that guy. That doesn't matter. We'll take the damage. We'll take this guy. Power generator, we're going to go from 73 to 92 damage. We almost have enough to upgrade that slingshot. I mean, we can see if there's anything else we can afford. I guess we can sacrifice 2% damage for 10% more attack speed. So, this is the final round. This is the boss right here, who is, you can see, generating a bunch of bullet things around us, and we are just doing crap for damage. I mean, seriously, I'm just camping this guy, and nothing is happening. The This build is not very good. This is definitely a survivor build, not a damage build. I've had some... Oh, thank you. I've had some builds where I've been able to wreck this dude reasonably quickly. I mean, I've never really just, like, torn him apart instantly. When I say him, I mean any of the bosses, because there are multiple bosses in the game. But I mean, overall, this is working. I don't know that we're... I mean, the boss is not even at 50% health. And we have less than half the time remaining. So at this point, I'm going to go into pure survival mode, and we're just going to go run around a little bit. Make sure that we are pumped up on health. It's funny, if you have enough speed, you can actually run out of the circle. It's around 30% speed. Yeah, see, got caught by it that time. Tried it a couple times just to make sure. Doesn't work. 14, 12, 11, 10. Getting close. We'll see what we do here. Okay. Like I said, not doing enough damage to kill the guy, but I will take my wins any way I can get them. There you go. That's a win, and that unlocks a new theme for the game, so the compass has now been unlocked. That can be used in subsequent runs. Plus 5 speed, plus 3 engineering, minus 3 crit chance. That's not bad overall. And that right there is a run through Brotato. Wow, 2023, ringing in the new year, huh? Well, Happy New Year. Catch you on the rest of the channel for 2023 and all of the whatever insanity that'll be coming. Videos Monday through Friday and the occasional one when I feel like doing something on the weekend. Catch you next one. Till then, thanks for watching. See you later.